So what's going on guys, Kades here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will rank every single armor set from worst to best in Black Myth Wukong. Overall this game has about 20 different sets and you will see how to get them, then which specific set is good for which specific boss and playstyle, and then finally we will compare a bunch of sets so you would know their strengths and weaknesses, and this way you would be able to choose which one is the best for you and much more. If this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then moving over to the first S tier set, and it is the Monkey King armor set. Among all the options in the game, the best armor set by far is the Monkey King set. Each one of these pieces are very powerful, because it offers high defenses and a variety of stat boosts, as well as synergies for spellcasting and critical hit chance. On top of that, the set bonuses are for 3 and 5 equipped pieces of gear. This is because the Jingu Bang is a mythical weapon, which is considered to be a part of the full set as well. If you want to know what it feels like for the enemy hits to tickle you instead of doing actual damage, then this is the one for you. The monkey set you can craft in chapter 6, after completing quests and collecting necessary materials in the Mount Huaguo region. And the weapon itself you can't actually craft, but it can be only found by playing through the game and experiencing the main storyline. So if you're interested in the best Monkey King build, then click my link in the description or just scroll through my channel and you will find the full build guide for this weapon and armor set. Then next up we have the Bulls King set, and we will place it right in the S tier. This is another powerful set that has extremely high defensive stats, including set bonuses to bolster this attribute even further. If you want to get this equipment, then you need to complete the chapter 5 secret area objective to acquire the necessary crafting materials to make the set. If we compare Monkey King set with the Bulls King armor set, both of them are great, but usually players start in the mid game acquiring the Bulls King set and then in the end game the Monkey King set. Both of these setups will make you tanky while at the same time giving you very high attack damage. And then for the last and final S tier weapon we have the Centipede staff. This is a legendary staff which will not only protect you from poisoning damage, but also increase your attack while you are infected with the poison debuff. This setup will be game changer anytime you are going up against the boss that deals poison damage and can inflict poison state. While wearing 2 pieces won't entirely protect you from the damage over time, it will give you a lot more survivability. Furthermore, if you can collect all 4 pieces, then becoming poisoned will actually turn into a benefit, because it will boost your attack damage and help you to take the enemy down faster. So if you want to get this armor set, then you can get it after completing chapter 4. So now let's move over to the A tier, and the first set that we will place in here is the Golden Armor set. This specific armor will grant us bonuses based on the use spirit skills and the QI. The set bonuses from wearing 2 of these pieces will increase the damage of your normal attacks after you've used a spirit skill. Additionally, you can get the same effect by using a vessel. Wearing all 4 pieces of the Gilded Radiant set will return some of the QI to you, which is a resource you need for the spirit skills. Moreover, this piece also has a unique effect that grants you a large amount of focus if you are successful with hitting the enemies with your spirit skills. However, you won't see the increase until you revert back to your normal form. You can get this armor after completing chapter 3 main storyline. Then for the next A tier armor we have the Non-Pure set. This is a legendary set which will grant you damage reduction and might recovery when you are stained with mud. Might is a resource in Black Myth Wukong that will generate until it's full before you can transform. When you are in that form, the bar will deplete, and when it empties you will automatically de-transform. Therefore this gear set will be useful for transforming more often and also for boosting defense while you are vulnerable after reverting to your normal form. To get this armor, you need to defeat the Zhu Beiji in chapter 4. You will unlock the recipe for this armor after defeating the boss, which you can then craft it at any shrine. Then for one of the last A tier armors we have the Loongscale set. This is an epic armor which reduces the duration of the shock state debuff and also increases your thunder damage. Moreover, the loongscale also comes with a unique effect that turns the explosion from Vengeful Mirage into a thunder damage. Vengeful Mirage is a skill on the stamina skill, and after unlocking it, executing a perfect dodge will leave behind an illusion that explodes instantly. When wearing the loongscale battle robe, this AoE will burst, which will do massive amounts of thunder damage. To get this armor, you need to defeat the Kangjin Star boss in chapter 3. And then for the last and final A tier armor, we have the insect set. This is another epic gear that the 2-piece, upon taking medicines, will grant us considerable amount of focus, while the 4-set piece will moderately increase the duration of our medical effects. This is a very easy set to get before you start getting the better ones on this tier list. A lot of players really like the insect set, because as beginners they will be spamming their guards to restore their HP, and unlike in other games, in Black Myth Wukong it is actually a good strategy for replenishing your low health. So if you want to get very good base stats with max healing received, then this is a good beginner friendly armor. To get this set, you will need to defeat the Fuban in chapter 2. And to fight this boss, you will first of all need to complete the Yellow Robe Square's questline. Then now let's move over to the B tier. And the first armor that deserves to be in here is the ebongold set. This is a rare armor which creates an AoE whirlwind that will damage enemies in a nearby radius. Additionally, this whirlwind can only be triggered while you are in a mist. Moreover, the whirlwind will also encompass your decoy, as well as give them added protection. The gear set bonuses only apply to 3 pieces. So if you get lucky and find a really good headpiece with his own unique effects, then you can easily combine any other set mask with the ebongold set. If you want to craft this armor, then you need to defeat the Black Bear at the Blackwind Cave in the Blackwind Mountain. And then for the last and final B tier armor, we have the Galeguard Beast set. This is a rare armor which can give you additional focus and reduce spell cooldowns when you successfully complete the perfect dodge. The usefulness of this set will highly depend on player skill. If you've mastered the timing of a perfect dodge, then this should be a full set that you collect. However, if you struggle to successfully perform a perfect dodge, then it might be the best to focus on another set of armor. Our unique effect is that performing 3 consecutive perfect dodges within a brief moment will recover a moderate amount of mana, so we can dodge the enemy 24/7. To get this armor, you need to defeat the Stone Vanguard in the Fright Cliff. Next up we have the C tier, which is the place for all the beginner gear, which usually gets dropped after level 40. And for the first one we have the Ochre set. This is an epic armor that increases the durability of your decoy and duplicates. Decoys are created by the Cloud Step spell under the Alteration tab. When you cast the spell, you turn your mist and leave behind the decoy. This is an epic armor that increases the durability of your decoy and duplicates. Decoys are created by the Cloud Step spell under the Alteration tab. Duplicates are created by using the A Plague of Many spell in the Scan tab. While this can be useful as a distraction, these magical creatures are initially weak and don't last long. Therefore, you can help to improve their survivability with the Raging Sandstorm 3-piece set. And furthermore, the Plague of Many spell seems fun, but it uses a lot of mana and has a long cooldown, and it isn't very effective overall. Plus, casting it takes a while, leaving you vulnerable. So it's better to save your mana for more useful spells, and thus not making the set very good for the endgame. Then taking a closer look at the bronze set, which we will place in the C tier. This is a rare set which will boost your damage when crushing immobilized enemies, and reduce the cooldown for Immobilize spell. Immobilize is a spell that is part of the Mysticism talent tree, and it's a way to freeze your enemies temporarily, so that you can deal damage without the fear of retaliation. I would recommend to combine this setup with a heavy investment into the Immobilize talents, to create powerful build that can regularly freeze your opponents in a place. If you want to get this armor, then you need to defeat the Elder Jinzi at the secret, ancient Guanjindi temple location in the Blackwind Mountain. Also, it requires for you to ring all 3 bells in the Blackwind Mountain. And then for the last and final C tier armor, we have the serpentscale set. This is an uncommon armor, which will generally reduce the cost of all stamina abilities while you're standing in water. Every physical movement in the game costs stamina, light and heavy attacks, sprinting, dodging, and etc. Therefore, wearing the set while fighting a boss in the water will allow you to make a lot more attacks. However, depending on your environment, water might not be always available. Moreover, the serpentscale set also comes with a unique effect that will improve your health regeneration when you're low on HP. To get this set, you need to defeat the white-clad noble at the bamboo grove and Marsh of the White Mist in the Blackwind Mountain. And now last but not the least, we have come to the D tier. And the first armor that we will place in here is the Pilgrim set. This is an uncommon gear that will increase your sprint speed and also let you stack attack increase while running to hit the enemy. This set is straightforward to understand and its 4-piece bonus is easy to trigger. Moreover, the Pilgrim's headband also comes with a unique effect that allows you to use the gourd while you are sprinting. The Swift Pilgrim set is perhaps one of the best early game armor sets if you can manage to collect all 4 pieces. You can collect the set at the Forest of the Wolves, Gungeon Temple Shrine at the Blackwind Mountain. Then for the next D tier armor we have the Folk set. This is an uncommon armor which will increase the will you gain from defeating an enemy. In Black Myth Wukong, will is a resource that you can use to craft and upgrade weapons. You will need quite a lot of it to craft the higher level mythical, legendary and epic staffs. So by using this 4-piece set, it will help you to get those endgame weapons a bit quicker. However, this set is Deluxe Edition exclusive, and for those players it can be only collected at the Front Hill Shrine, in the Forest of the Wolves at the Blackwind Mountain. And then for the last and final D tier armor we have the Tiger Hide set. This is a very simple armor that is common and doesn't come with any unique effects. This is a basic beginner set, which is what you will start the game with, and you will change it very early on. And that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or suggestions, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and not miss any more amazing content. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one, so take it easy, peace.